So the next question, we'll start off with Neil. You have all brought up unique ideas on how to communicate differently with students. There isn't a student union in the country that wouldn't cite communication as a challenge. The university itself struggles with how to interact with their students. The DSU has initiated stakeholder meetings and other various means of communication in the past. What is it about your strategy that you think would result in better student communication?
There are three parts to that. Number one is, of course, walking the walk and being the kind of person that shows that I know how to communicate and exemplifies the model I'm proposing. Number two is working with faculties to develop informal visioning processes so that you can get people together, so that people can develop within their faculties the same types of relationships that everyone loves and misses from the grad house. I mean, that's something that can happen on a faculty by faculty, case by case basis if people are talking about it. And people understand the ramifications of getting together informally and developing a vision and just a convivial, collegial atmosphere. The third point, which I think is kind of revolutionary in Canada right now, is the development of an academic hub. I don't know how many people have been following facilities management, but this is something that started early in the year. This is something that I'm really interested in and involved in. And it's providing a shared space on campus for interdisciplinary collaboration. And it's not a study space, it's not a drinking space per se, it's a collaboration space. You come in, it's hosted, like the best restaurant you've ever been to. There's somebody to greet you at the door with a smile, to pull you into the conversation, to let you know what's happening, and to keep things current and active, so that if there's an earthquake in Haiti or Chile, that you come in there and you're pulled into the conversation and activism starts there. This is for sharing ideas, this is for sharing your thesis, this is for sharing absolutely anything that's of value to you as students, and it's completely open to students in general. And right now we're working on how to fit it into the campus plan. Please talk to me more about that, it's really exciting for me.
Thanks, Neil. You can go ahead, Greg.
I think the best way to get student involvement and to fight the apathy issue is to give students incentives, whether they be financial, whether they be intrinsic, whatever the case may be. The fact of the matter is that the students are scorned, especially, considering what occurred last year to this year within the last executive. Students don't want to come out and waste their time communicating with the union, because every time they communicate with the union just goes off and does its own thing. We had Imagine for 3 years, and what happened with that, guys?
Nothing.
Exactly. And it's beyond me that we keep talk, but nothing gets done. Students aren't heard. And so one of my suggestions is we offer some kind of incentive-based program where, like, you come in, you answer some surveys, or you answer a poll, or you vote in a referendum, and you get, say, 2 beers or a $10 food certificate that's redeemable on campus. 2 beers being the Greywood or the tea room. And you know what? We throw $100,000 at the issue of fighting apathy and increasing involvement. It's an investment. And like I said, it's our money. Why not utilize it?
Chris.
Thanks, Shannon. I think that in order to communicate with students, it's really important to focus not on the union, but on the services that the union provides. There's over 200, I think over 250 now societies on campus, and there's a lot of students involved with all these societies. That's why I'm really excited about the new website that will be coming out soon, because the website, it's no longer about the student union, it's about the societies of the student union. And I think that's a really important distinction that a lot of people have been failing to make, is that not a lot of students care necessarily about the issues specifically that the student union deals with, mostly because they're not informed about these issues. But if we build strong relationships with the societies and the communities that we already have, because there's a lot of very strong communities on campus, and a lot of strong societies on campus, but we don't interact with them in a beneficial and useful way for students. So I think it's really important to focus on these relationships with the societies and the groups that students do care about, so that we can start to inform them about the issues that we care about, and start to have a more useful discussions and collaboration about issues that both of us can care about, and things that we can help each other out with. Because there's there's lots of things we can help societies out with. I want to help out with leadership training, executive development, issues like that. And they can help us out by talking to students, finding out what students care about, and helping to connect us to the students. So it's going to be a two-way relationship that we can have with societies. And I think that that's going to be a big change next year.
Thank you, Chris. Neil, you have an opportunity for a 30-second rebuttal.
Great, just speaking to the incentives. I know where you're coming from. I think that works to a certain degree, but I think that what that misses is that people will work for things without a tangible reward if they care enough about it. I think that there are a lot of people in this room that would do some things that they care about for nothing, for no money, for no gear, and I think we need to perpetuate more of that, and we need to develop a vision to get there.
Thank you, Neil. Greg, 30-second rebuttal.
How do you make students care after we basically slapped them in the face for the last 4 years? How do you increase the services you provide when you don't even really know what services are wanted by students, or what services should be expanded, which services should be abolished? That's my 2 cents.
Chris, 30 seconds.
Thanks, Shannon. It's not about making the students care. We're not going to make the students do anything. It's about having the communication with students, so that students can learn about the issues that they want to care about, and we can learn about the issues that we want to know about from students. We're not trying to force students to do anything. We're trying to engage in useful and productive conversation with students.